This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds and is for the Apex MMA Featherweight Championship. First, out of the Hog Wild red corner, he holds a record of 6 wins and 6 defeats, weighed in at 147 pounds, and represents Team Fast in Coburn, Virginia. Put your hands together for Doug Achilles Williams. And his opponent out of the OEB blue corner, he holds a record of 6 wins and 1 defeat, weighed in at 147 pounds, and represents Upper Cumberland MMA in Cookeville, Tennessee. Put your hands together for Sawyer, by God Rich. Your referee for this fight is Josh Ward.
Josh Ward, our referee. This bout presented by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell. It's a featherweight bout for the Apex MMA Championship.
Oh, look at these guys. Look at these guys face to face. No love lost here.
Doug Williams in the white trunks. Sawyer by Godrich in the black trunks. A sort of touch of gloves between the two.
Both these guys, some beautiful ink there. Got Captain America versus some craziness there with Sawyer Rich. Big takedown right out of that gate there by Doug Williams.
Josh Ward may have his hands cut out for him here. As
Sawyer already in a tough spot there. Doug, very physical, very powerful with that wrestling pedigree.
You see Williams on top. The classic black hand, fingernail and toenail polish for Sawyer Rich. He's just a different guy. Little bump between the two before, and then the face-off, adding to the intensity of this bout.
Sawyer Rich recovering closed guard now. But, man, right out of the gate, man, you see that Doug Williams, again, very, very powerful. He's got that great posture. Sawyer, he's going to have to stay very active here to avoid this pressure.
Williams is trying to work towards the back here.
Uh-oh, this is could be a tough spot here. Sawyer still very squirmy. He never stops moving.
Now a full mount.
But for now, Doug Achilles Williams in complete control.
Rich hanging on to the head of Williams, preventing him from posturing up and raining down shots.
You know, Sawyer having to work so hard here in these tough
back
positions. You know, and oh, here we go. Doug Williams looking for the finish here. Sawyer needs to get on that arm. He needs to turn his head to the right to avoid that choke. He's got his chin tucked.
Yep.
Oh, look at that right heel strike to the leg. A lot of people forget about those, but those are very important. They do their job. Little subtleties here. Sawyer again in a tough spot. Doug Williams looking for that finish.
Chin tucked for Rich.
Yeah, but look at this. If Doug Williams locks it down, it could be too much pressure. Sawyer put the thumbs up there, but for how much longer?
And he's going for the body triangle, and
Sawyer Rich back up to his feet. He blocked the submission, but goes for a ride.
But slam by Williams with 20 seconds left in round 1. Tremendous action in this first of 3 rounds.
Sawyer is in one heck of a fight here, but look at him, scrappy as all get out. As always, Doug Williams looking for the armbar here in the closing moments of round 1.
And that's the end of round number 1. Wow. What a first round. No helping up of Doug Williams by Sawyer Rich. Nope.
Not at all. Not at all. Sawyer, man, he got tussled around in that first round. He's still here, though.
So Doug Williams clearly won that round.
Undoubtedly. Yeah. Undoubtedly, man. He has so much pressure, so much power. You know, we saw Sawyer fall into a few spots there when he was in his fight with Nick Haymaker Baker.
Yep.
You know, I mean, there were some spots where he really needed to watch. Doug Williams, I'm sure, saw that, and he is trying to exploit those holes right now. But as of now, Sawyer Rich is die hard. He's still in this fight.
So Doug Williams really controlled a good part of that first round, but as you mentioned, we've seen Sawyer Rich work his way out of tough situations. He held off the choke a couple times.
One thing we've not seen is any of the striking from Doug Williams. He knows Sawyer Rich is a kickboxer by trade. He's not even going there. I don't blame him for it.
Round 2 of 3, and we're underway.
He's not fooling around, man. Immediately goes for that clinch. Sawyer with the double underhooks. That's a good position here. It's the only way you're going to keep that wrestler off of you. Maintain the underhooks.
Williams is strong, boy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. But, you know, again, the wrestler has to work twice as hard moving into each round. And Sawyer with a sprawl again, but still ends up on his back here. Sawyer needs to keep that post that left foot, stand on back up. If he submits to half guard, it's going to be a long ride here.
Williams trying to slide his neck out, and he does. Yes, thank you. Now he grabs the neck of Sawyer Rich.
You know, and it could be that Doug Williams is using that neck pressure just to help him secure more fully the position. And you know, I like that half guard position there. If he can flatten Sawyer Rich out. Oh, looking for the Kimura. This could be it. The Kimura lock. Sawyer's going to have to be crafty here. He is now.
Wow.
It is Sawyer Rich on top.
Williams.
And back control. Can Sawyer Rich shake up the world, man? He is in a good spot here.
Most advantageous position of the fight for Sawyer Rich. As they're back standing up briefly.
And look for the knees to come there from Sawyer Rich. Could it be that Doug Williams has expended too much energy here? But he makes a beautiful recovery, gets back on top. And it's Sawyer Rich back in a tough spot here.
What a rollout by Williams to get back on top.
And I'm not certain, but it appeared as though Doug Williams was talking to Sawyer Rich. Maybe, you know, Sawyer known for talking throughout his fights.
Doug Williams said coming into this fight, I look for it to be a good fight. One-sided, but good.
You know, Sawyer Rich, he's got that half guard. He does have the underhook. The only thing he can do here and look for is possibly to slip out, maybe look to take the back of Doug Williams. To prevent that, Doug Williams is going to switch legs and post his right foot. But, you know, Sawyer Rich got the butterfly there on the right hip.
I think he might have been trying for a triangle there, and Williams gets out, sticks a shot from his posture up position.
Yeah, bottom line, Sawyer's going to have to get busier than this. He did end up in a few good spots here and there, but you know, not enough, I don't believe, to negate the absolute dominance of Doug Williams. And I'll say this, judges going, you know, they're going to watch the first round, they're going to see that dominance, and they're going to automatically be in tune to give the ground game to Doug Williams and look for Doug Williams to be dominant because they've already seen that prowess from him.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Doug Williams looks to be ahead, and he's raining down some shots in the final seconds.
Trying to clear it now.
Take away any possible doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're looking at 2-0 as basically we've seen it from Team Fast all night long. Top dominance, top control, big slams, and you know, Sawyer Rich is feeling that right now. Now, this is the thing, Sawyer Rich, such a personality, such a larger-than-life character. Can he turn things around? Can he go into the third, negate that takedown, and land some of those big shots? He's had his moments.
Yeah, let's take a look at this replay. Take us through this here, kid.
Well, this was the shot here. You know, Doug Williams pulled into guard. I'm not ever a big fan of that. It cost him because now Sawyer Rich ended up on back, able to land a few shots. This is the best moment for Sawyer Rich in this entire fight thus far. This is where he needs to work from.
The Apex Featherweight title that is vacant is on the line. Either Doug Williams or Sawyer Rich will win it. Right now, it looks like it's Doug Williams. Perhaps 2-0. 3-3-minute rounds. Start of round number 3 for the Apex title.
Big right hand there by Sawyer Rich. He's going to have to swim for those underhooks, keep those underhooks. Because he has essentially been ragdolled by Doug Williams throughout this fight, but he's looking to find his place right here in the third round.
Wow.
And a big takedown. by Doug Williams.
Rich got a couple strikes in, and Williams immediately took him down. And Williams back on top, 30 seconds through round number 3. Fighting right in front of us here, and Doug Williams still sticking some shots to the side of Sawyer Rich. Sawyer Rich has got to find a way.
Yeah, and in this half guard, once again, there aren't really any submission holds. I mean, they're very, subtle if there are any. Really, you're looking for a sweep and whatnot. He needs to get back to that closed guard. Of course, he needs to stand up, but at this point, the half guard is the last position he needs to be in, up against the cage. Total and complete dominance here by Doug Achilles Williams.
Williams using that left leg to hold down the arm of Rich briefly. May have stuck a knee to the side before that.
Oh, looking for the Kimura lock. It appears as though Doug Williams wants a finish here, and he has been relentless in this bout.
Known as a grinder, and he has been doing that throughout. And using his size and strength in this.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big right hand. Short right hand to Sawyer Rich. And just Sawyer Rich with no answer to this pressure. Another short right hand. Sawyer Rich still in the fight, man, but again, quickly losing his opportunity to rebound.
Sawyer Rich started to lose a mouthpiece and then brought it back in. The only loss for Sawyer Rich in his career, submission triangle choke in the second round to Edwin Young. 4-fight winning streak coming into tonight, but he could see that come to an end in about 40 seconds.
And again, Sawyer doing everything he's supposed to. He's getting the left underhook. He's had it throughout the whole fight. He has the butterfly. He's surviving, but surviving doesn't take home gold.
Yep.
And everything that Doug Williams has done tonight has been correct.
And Williams right in front of his corner, so he's getting second-by-second instructions. Final 10 seconds of this third and final round, raining down some shots on Rich to close this out. And Doug Williams looks like he could be the new Apex MMA featherweight champion.
I believe we're going to have ourselves a new champion in Doug Williams. Game opponent in Sawyer Rich. Had a few moments in the second, but man, utterly dominant performance.
That's a really good fighter in Sawyer Rich that Doug Williams looks like he has just defeated. And Team Fast, terrific night. Could continue for Team Fast with Doug Williams, who is feeling good. Very impressive for Doug Williams. And even when a few of those strikes in the stand-up came early in the third round, Williams is still able to discard that and get the fight back.
Yeah, he's got a big old neck. He can absorb that punishment. He didn't need to. He definitely took it to the ground. Why stand with a guy who has a kickboxing pedigree when you got that control on the mat the way Doug Williams did? And man, he did grind his way home tonight.
Sawyer Rich is a talented guy. He's going to continue to do great things. You're not going to shake that kid's confidence.
No, and Sawyer Rich is always going to be Sawyer Rich. That's the thing. He's a character. Everybody loves to watch him fight. He talks the talk, and he definitely walked the walk tonight. He's, I feel he took the loss here, but man, all the props in the world to him as well, and he'll be back, and everybody will be cheering his name as always. But that's the mixed martial arts game.
So the judges' scorecards, how do you think it will play out? Will it be 30-27? Yeah. Apex Fights 8 at Sullivan North High School Amateur MMA Showcase as the featherweight title with Apex on the line here tonight. Looks like, as it goes to the judges' scorecards, it will go to Doug Williams. We'll find out officially here in just 1 second. All right, we go to the judges' scorecards. Back to the cage, Jennifer Oxendine.
After 3 rounds, we go to judges for your decision. All 3 judges score this fight 30-27 for your winner out of the Hog Wild